I guess that's when I realized Brandon Grant had been right about me in so many ways during our loggerhead conversations. I was naive, optimistic, always wanting to see the best in everyone and everything, even when I was looking into the depths of hell. Whatever I'd taken these 60 days to be like at his hands was nothing more than an illusion of the main event, driven by fascination with him, the beautiful monster, the man I wanted, the man I believed in. Maybe I'd been stupidly naive all the time. The hallway opened up to a huge high ceiling once we were through the main entrance, one of those grand sweeping staircases disappearing up into the upper floors. The burly man let go of me, and I dropped my arms to cover as much of my modesty as I could manage. Brandon's business partner laughed. He laughed right at me. "Oh, sweet Miss Emerson, as if modesty has any place for you here." His glare lingered on my chest, my attempt to cover my bruised tits doing little but making me look like an idiot under bright lights. Believe me, I've seen every slutty inch of you on screen. My voice was weak when it sounded. "Please, Brandon said we could speak. He said he'd be back to talk things out."
"Brandon Grant says plenty he doesn't follow through with," the man told me with a steel glare.
I couldn't hold back from asking the questions. They came tumbling. "Does he know where I am? Does he know you were coming to collect me?" I flinched as he stepped up close to me, his shoulders so rigid I felt hunched.
"I'd have thought you'd have a brain in that pretty little skull of yours, little girl. What do you think?"
My brain rattled. But the broken door, the way you came in. It didn't matter. My lip was trembling as I uttered the words. He really could have sent me here. Brandon could really have sent me here, shipped me away without a care. I hated his business partner's smile. I hated the joy he took in my upset.
"Dear little girl," he mocked, "you really have been caught up with all that nonsense. I heard your 3 magic words, of course, so enamored with Mr. Grant after a few of his performances."
He shot a glance to the burly guy still in the room.
"We all did. So sweet of you, albeit very unfounded. You'll learn how these 60 days really do work now you're here, and they won't be involving Mr. Grant, I can assure you."
He pulled my arms down to my sides. I only resisted him for a moment before giving in to the reality of the situation. I felt pitiful, but I didn't care. The only thing I had left to still care about was earning my money and making sure my sister was safe. That's if she really was in rehab. That's if Brandon had done anything with her at all. But even then, standing there under a stranger's scrutiny, I couldn't think like that. My heart wouldn't let me. I'd felt it. I'd felt what was real. I'd felt him. I damned well felt that he'd put Phoebe in rehab, regardless of what he had planned for me.
"I'll allow you a night of sleep before we get you started back on the lights, camera, action," the man told me,
and I managed a nod. "Yes, please."
"Aren't you missing something?" he prompted,
and my throat thickened. "Yes, please, sir," I finished.
His nod was sharp. "Manners are everything in this arrangement," he told me. "Our clients demand the very highest levels of service and obedience. You have a full recollection of the contract you signed, yes?"
I struggled to remember the words on the printed document Brandon had made me read through on my first night. The passages were blurry in my memory. Non-disclosure. Full agreement. "I think so," I said. "I remember agreeing to serve the full 60 days, without limits or safe words."
"Yes," he responded. "You'll do whatever is instructed of you, and you will be delivered back to your original location with no permanent injuries when your time is served."
I knew I shouldn't be meeting his eyes, but I couldn't stop myself. His were light blue and icy, the perfect complement to the silver of his hair. I couldn't age him, not exactly.